You're welcome to today's class on trade. My name is Mr. Igbinoba. Let's see the meaning of trade. Trade is to willingly give things or services and get other things or services in return. For example, a person giving a thing must find another person who wants to get a thing, and the giver gets something back in return. It is also called an exchange or a swap. What are goods? Goods are those things that are given from one person to the other. For example, electronics, machines, and others. Then a service is an activity or benefit that one person can offer to another. Examples are teaching, car repair, etc.
Today we are going to learn about goods and services, what goods and services are, and how to tell the difference. The first thing we need to understand is that everything you buy is either a good or a service. A good is something you can touch with your hands, like a skateboard. A skateboard is a good. It's something you can buy and you can touch with your hands. Now, a service is a job you pay someone else to do. A great example of that is painting a house. Painting a house is a service. It's a job you pay someone else to do. So, a good is something you can touch with your hands, and a service is a job you pay someone else to do. Let's look at some more examples. A car is a good. It's something you can touch. A car wash is a service. It's something you pay someone else to do. If you were to buy a roll of carpet, that is a good. It's something you can touch. But laying carpet is a service. When it gets installed, that is a service. Last example, a pair of shoes is a good. If you bought shoes, that's a good. That's something you can touch. But if your shoes break, the shoe repair is a service. It's a job that you pay someone else to do. Everything we buy is either a good, something we can touch with our hands, or a service, a job we pay someone else to do. So let's give you a try. Help us figure out if it is a good or a service. We're going to do a little game that we call at Homeschool Pop, good or service. We're going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell us whether you think it's a good or a service. Here's our first one. Bread. Bread is it a good or a service? Yeah, bread is a good. It's something you can touch. Try this one. Baking a cake. Baking a cake is you know which one? It's a service. It's a job you pay someone else to do. What about this one? A medical checkup. A medical checkup is it a good or a service? Yeah, it's a service. It's a job you pay someone else to do. What about this one? A bicycle. A bicycle is yeah, it's a good. It's something that you buy that you can actually touch. Good job. We all like this one. Pizza delivery is do you know which one it is? A good or a service? It's a service. It's a job you pay someone else to do. Here's our last one. A pizza is a... We had to do this after the pizza delivery. What is a pizza? A pizza is a good. It's something that you buy that you can actually touch. Awesome job. Thanks for playing. Everything you buy is a good or a service. A good is something you can touch. A service is a job you pay someone else to do. Well, that wraps it up. Next time you buy something, you can ask yourself, am I buying a good or a service? And you'll know the right answer because you watched this whole video. Thanks for hanging out with us. You are awesome. In the middle of the screen, you can see there's a button you can click to subscribe to our channel, or you can click one of these two boxes to watch a different video. But don't stop learning now. Go ahead, click.
I hope you can now tell the difference between goods and services. Now, we are going to learn about the concept of trade and its types. Once again, let's see the meaning of trade. Trade is an important part of business which deals mainly with buying and selling goods to consumers. It involves the exchange of commodities for money. Traders are the ones who link producers to the consumers. Types of trade will have home trade and foreign trade. Let's see what home trade is. Home trade is a trade carried out within the country. It's also referred to as domestic trade or inland trade. Home trade is achieved through wholesalers and retailers. Retailers buy goods from wholesalers and sell them to consumers. They are the last connecting link in the distribution channel of goods. Retailers offer various services to consumers, and they buy a variety of goods produced by different producers and sell them to consumers. They store enough goods to meet the demand of consumers. Retailers also take risk of loss in business. They grade the goods and supply them to consumers as per their taste. And retailers offer credit facilities to selected consumers. They also provide more information about the new launch products and give suggestions about alternate products if the particular goods are not available. Retail trade. Retail trade is divided into permanent shops and mobile traders. Under permanent shops, we have the following, but they carry out their business by operating through fixed places. Itinerant or mobile traders do not have a fixed place for trading. They travel to places to sell their goods. Under mobile traders, we have hawkers, peddlers, street vendors, and market vendors. Hawkers. Hawkers carry goods on their heads and go door to door to sell them. Generally, they sell only one or two types of goods like fruits, flowers, vegetables, etc. Peddlers. These people carry the goods on wheeled carts and sell them to consumers at their doors. They generally sell more than one type of goods. Street traders. They are also called footpath traders, and they display goods on the corners of busy streets on the pavement and sell them to the consumers. In some villages or towns, weekly markets are organized. Traders from different places take their goods to such markets and sell them to consumers. People from nearby villages also bring the goods which they have grown or produced to such markets for trading. Such goods include eggs, vegetables, blankets, agricultural implements, etc. At the end of the day, with the money they got by trading, they purchase their requirements. Wholesalers buy goods in huge quantities and sell them to retailers in small quantities. Generally, they deal with one or two types of goods. Wholesalers help retailers in many ways, like supplying goods, giving credit facility, supplying market trends, advertising their goods, etc. They also help producers by advertising their goods, providing them with the market trends, and offering storage facility for goods. Foreign trade is a trade between two countries, and we have import, export, and entreport trade. What is import? Import refers to goods and services bought from another country. Export refers to goods and services sold to another country. And entrepot trade refers to the buying of goods from one country with a view to sell it to other countries. This type of trade is also called re-export trade. For example, Singapore and Middle East countries. None of the countries in the world are self-sufficient in terms of natural resources. Some countries have plenty of natural resources and thus produce goods in excess which can be exported to other countries. Some other countries do not have enough natural resources and have to depend on other countries for their requirements. Foreign trade helps to foster relationship among other countries. Now let's go through the summary of our lesson today. Now let's recap. Remember we talked about trade, goods and services, international trade, local trade, import and export. I'm going to leave you with this question. Why do countries trade with one another? Please do well to put your answer in the notes section below. See you in our next lesson. You're welcome to today's